All right, so today, hopefully as long as these things fit, which I'm hoping they do, because that's what everyone says they use, I have a set of 99 to 06 Chevy truck speed engineering headers, Longtubes obviously, and I'm hoping that they fit on this. This has right now a set of really cheap, junky, shorty headers on it, and they don't sound very good. It has the shorties on it now, and it has a 2.5 true dual into an X pipe with like 12-inch glass packs on stumped in front of the axle. I'm basically doing the same exact thing as that, but I'll have 3-inch on these headers, and I'm gonna try to use my exhaust from my white truck before I change the exhaust now. What's on it now? I'm gonna probably have to change the crossover a little bit because this went behind the transmission. Now I'm gonna have to go in front of the transpan over here, like something like that. I'm gonna have to adjust that side too, but I'm just still using the X pipe. Then I have a really cheap, like $100, just 3-inch, just regular steel exhaust kit, just because cheap. I'll have to clear cut it because it's not aluminized. So I'll have to clear cut it just because if I don't, it's gonna start rusting and look like shit like immediately. But yeah, hopefully these fit. I'm hoping. Probably have to, start getting all the stuff out of here. Take this doodad out of here. Probably get burned 50,000 times. I'm gonna try to record as much as I possibly can. It is kind of difficult, obviously, since I'm a lift. A lift would be nice, but lifts are expensive. So I'd rather be miserable, lay on the ground and do it myself. Like I said, I'll start getting everything pulled off the truck eventually. It's gonna probably take a little bit because I'll probably have to cut the exhaust to get it off because the crossover for the passenger driver side goes in front of the transmission, so I'll have to cut that off probably to get it to come out. So with that being said, let's get started with this. Basically what we got going on here. A little crusty though, that's fine. Anyways, 2.5, like I said, shorty headers up there. Back here, dump down, bam. And you can see what 2 winters does to cheap exhaust, but it is what it is. Well, as you've seen, I got the headers off now. I did break one of the spark plug wires, but I'll just fix it. Really, it's not that big of a deal. But I got all that stuff off there, and I just gotta start cutting the exhaust off and get that off, and we'll start slipping the headers in here. All right, so a little bit of time has passed. I had these in the truck already. They fit actually really good. I had to ding this one a little bit right here. Right there a little bit, just flatten it out because it wasn't hitting the frame, but it was close to the frame enough that I feel like I should probably just flatten that out a little bit. I'm about to weld on the V-bands here. Then after I get these welded on, I'm gonna let them cool. Then I have to get an O2 sensor because the other one, someone may or may not have welded that in because it wouldn't go in. So, this one came out, the other one's not coming out. So I have to go do that before rallies close. But meanwhile, let's get these welded together. I got them loaded on there. I don't know. I've done better, I've done worse. I don't know what the hell's wrong with the machine. It was doing all like a bunch of bullshit. I don't know. Whatever. They're on there, good enough. This one turned out a little better. Yeah, it is what it is. That's the one spot it did actually weld right, but now these are cooling down. I'm gonna go get me an O2 sensor. But yeah, there we go. They're on. It was actually surprisingly really easy to put on. I was really kind of worried I was gonna do a bunch of clearancing and stuff, but like I said, I just dinged the header a little bit down there with the frame, down there, and then that really was it. And I really didn't need it, just a little bit of clearance. But now, besides this thing really needed, you know, a little wipe off, it's done. I gotta start working on the exhaust now, which is the more time consuming part. All right, so it's the next day. Got into the wobble pops a little too much last night, so I decided to call it a night. So we're just gonna get started on where we left off with starting to hopefully get this exhaust together today. Like I said, I'm gonna try to reuse the exhaust off my white truck, just probably change the crossover, and just try to like make it all work and then be done, hopefully. All right, here we go. First startup with the new exhaust. Fixed now. I don't know what that was about, but now it's good. So far, I'm not gonna lie, I think it might be quieter, which is not what I expected, but it sounds dramatically better. Dramatically better. It's not as raspy, way smoother tone. It's definitely a lot better. Now that my blue truck has finally had a video that's been literally only dedicated to this truck and this truck only, I feel like some people are going to be curious about, you know, motor, transmission, swap stuff, whatever, stuff like that. So I figured I might as well close the video out with me kind of doing a little walk around walk around of this truck, kind of explain what it is, stuff like that. You know, like I said, I've seen people have been interested in this truck, and I figured I'd just give a little walk around, kind of explain what it is. It's really simple. It's a completely unopened stock 5.3 and 4L60. The 5.3 is, I believe, an 04 or 05, same with the transmission. The motor has just a set of LS6 springs and a Summit Stage 2 truck cam, and the springs are Summit brand too. Just something really simple. I didn't even put head gaskets in this truck. I didn't do nothing. I literally drove the truck here, pulled the motor and transmission out of that truck, and then pulled it home with this truck, or pulled it back to my buddy's house with this truck. I thought it was kind of funny that I pulled the motor out for this and pulled it back with this. Like I said, it's really basic. Now that it has Longtubes on it, that's one thing I wanted to do for a long time. It was really the biggest thing that bothered me with this truck is that the exhaust was terrible on this. I did it really cheaply, as cheap as I possibly could do it, just to get it done and driving. I actually had this swap done in about 2 weeks. From pulling it out from small block to LS, 2 weeks. So I thought that was pretty cool. I said it's an 04 or 05 motor, so it had a drive-by-wire throttle body and intake on it, so I didn't want to deal with that. I know you can do it, but I just decided I'd change the intake to a drive-by cable, and I got a harness out of like a 2000 or a 99 or something like that, half ton, and just made my own little fuse block right there. Fuses, relays, mounted the ECU right here. It's a stock ECU. The 460 that is stock, I don't think it's rebuilt, but I don't know, it's been good to me. Before I put it in here, I put a Transgo HD2 shift kit in it, and obviously this has been tuned and so on and so forth for the cam, and it has a trans tune in it too for the shift kit. But other than that, it's really, really basic. The four-wheel drive works, obviously. I have to have that. I do drive this truck in the winter. I know it sucks, but I have to have four-wheel drive. Front and rear drive shafts, completely stock. Didn't touch them. I just put them. This motor probably sits pretty damn close to where it did before with the 350. It's really basic. This truck is a 95. So it had a TBI motor, but it has a newer style interior. So that was kind of cool. I don't know, I said I'd try something out a little different, a little shop video. You know, I was gonna put them on regardless of making a video, so I might as well say I just record it. Now that I got that out of the way, I think I'm gonna close this video out, and just wanna say thank you for everyone watching, and see you next time.